Hey, good morning, Tigers, and welcome to your second day of school. I am so excited for this day. I'm excited about every day, but today we're going to have specials. We're going to hopefully have regular recess today at your regular scheduled time. You're going to get a little bit more into your routine, which is fabulous, which is absolutely fabulous. Your teachers are going to teach you a little bit more today. They're going to spend a lot of time reviewing expectations. I know we did our expectation walk yesterday, but today they're going to still talk about expectations throughout the building and in the classroom. So they want to make sure that you understand what we are expecting out of you. So in 3 months from now, there's no question about what you do, whether it's in your classroom, the restroom, or the playground. You know our expectations, and you're following those expectations. Well, one of the things that we did at the end of the last school year, and we do this every year, we did a summer reading challenge. You guys were given a form like this. It was like a bingo, but it says space on top. And you had to fill this out with different types of books you read or different places. And on the back were a bunch of QR codes for your parents to scan, or I know some of our fourth and fifth graders getting your iPads out or cell phones, scanning some different resources. So I read over the summer. Mrs. Hancock, did you read over the summer?
I did. I read a lot.
She says she read a lot. So here's one of the books I read. And this is definitely an adult book, so you can't. Well, this is not in the media center, but it's called Rogue Lawyer. And I'm sure lots of teachers have read stories by John Grisham. He is a best-selling author. My daughter started reading him in middle school, actually, because there's a series of books that we actually have here. There's, I think, 4 of them that are meant for fourth and fifth graders. So if you're interested, he started writing adult stories and literature, and now he wrote some for children. So John Grisham, great one. And then this one is all about Chicago back at the World Fair. There was a World Fair back in the early 1900s, and so this talks about that exciting time in Chicago. Chicago's a great city if you've ever been there. I actually was talking to one of our Tigers who went to a Cubs game and that's a baseball team there. This past summer, they went to Chicago and spent about 4 or 5 days there. So this book is all about Chicago and recovering from the fire they had, but lots of history and just a great story about things that were happening during that time. So both really thick because I'm a good reader and I spent time. That's what it was. I spent time reading almost every single day. I read a little bit. These forms are due next Friday, not this Friday, next Friday. So if you haven't finished yours yet, you can still finish it. You still have time to finish. If you didn't finish or even start it, you have time to do this. So turn it in next Friday. And then Mrs. Resendez will come on. There are some raffle prizes, things of that nature. Even if you don't win the raffle, I think everyone gets something. So let's see how many students are turning in their reading challenge form. All right, Tigers. Well, I think that's the end of Tiger TV. It's a nice short one. Next week, we'll start with our fifth graders. Big thing today is you're listening to your teachers and following through on the expectations. And if you are in first, second, third, fourth, or fifth grade, you've heard those expectations many, many times. So now all they're doing is just reminding you of those expectations. One of our expectations here at Vienna is that we live by these 4 words up here. So, who can help me? Can we get this? And I bet you kindergarten in about 3 or 4 days will be able to do this on their own. But let's see here. Everybody, here we go. The line away of respect, responsibility, teamwork, and excellence in everything we do. Tigers, have an excellent day. See you later, Tigers.